It's the kind of headline that stops you cold, the kind of story you read and then have to read again because it just doesn't feel real. A political commentator, a prominent figure, shot and killed on a college campus. It sounds like something out of a movie or a novel, but in the case of Charlie Kirk, it was a terrifying, all too real tragedy. And as the initial shock has worn off, a more complex and frankly disturbing truth has begun to emerge. We all saw the initial reports from Wednesday, September 10th. Charlie Kirk was on stage at Utah Valley University, doing what he did best, engaging with a crowd, taking questions, and pushing his ideas. Then, a single shot rang out. The videos that went viral show the raw, horrifying moment he was hit in the neck, his body going limp as panic erupted around him. He was rushed to a nearby hospital, but tragically succumbed to his wound after emergency surgery. But the story isn't just about a single act of violence. It's about the person who allegedly committed it, and what that reveals about the world we live in. The man charged with the murder is a 22-year-old named Tyler James Robinson. In the days since his arrest on September 12th, a chilling picture has been painted by prosecutors and court documents. Robinson's own text messages and a hidden note left for his romantic partner reveal a shocking premeditation. He allegedly wrote that he had enough of Kirk's hatred and that some hate can't be negotiated out. This wasn't a random act. It was a targeted, politically motivated assassination, planned for over a week. But the story gets even more complicated. The court documents, released just yesterday, September 17th, also revealed that Robinson had been in a relationship with a transgender individual, and his mother told investigators that his political views had shifted sharply to the left in the last year, with him becoming more pro-gay and trans rights-oriented. His own father, conversely, was described as a die-hard MAGA supporter. This paints a picture of a deeply personal and ideological conflict that simmered beneath the surface, a conflict that tragically boiled over in the most violent way imaginable. The details of the crime itself are meticulously chilling. Robinson allegedly scouted the location, taking a position on the roof of a building across from where Kirk was speaking. He allegedly had a high-powered rifle, a gift from his grandfather, and the bullets, according to prosecutors, had bizarre meme-like engravings on them, a strange and disturbing mix of online subculture and real-world violence. This wasn't a spontaneous outburst of anger. It was an act of calculated, radicalized rage. Court documents even detail Robinson's panic after the shooting, as he texted his partner about his fear of being caught and the trouble he'd be in for losing his grandfather's rifle. The killing has ignited a firestorm of debate, and for good reason. It's no longer just a story about a shooting, it's a story about the new frontier of political violence. We're talking about a kind of radicalization that happens not in a shadowy organization, but in the comment sections of social media, in the nihilistic echo chambers of online forums. The lines between online rhetoric and real-world consequences have been completely blurred. Charlie Kirk's death has turned him into a martyr for many on the right, who see it as proof of what they call the radical left's intolerance for differing viewpoints. Meanwhile, many on the left are pointing to the suspect's alleged motives as a tragic outcome of a society increasingly divided by political and cultural issues. It's a perfect storm of tragedy and political polarization, a story that reflects the deep, bitter fractures of our modern world. Even now, prominent figures are weighing in. Donald Trump called him a martyr for truth, while others have noted how his death has become a flashpoint for political division. It's a sad and sobering reflection of where we are today. What happened to Charlie Kirk is a devastating personal tragedy, but it's also a stark warning. It's a wake-up call that the venomous rhetoric we see online can, and sometimes does, bleed into the real world with lethal consequences. It's a reminder that beneath the memes and the hashtags, there are real people with real beliefs, and in some cases, a terrifying willingness to act on them. The story isn't just about what happened to Charlie Kirk. It's about what is happening to all of us. If you want to understand the full story behind the headlines and get a look at the real-world impact of our increasingly polarized culture, make sure you're subscribed to our newsletter.